This particular variety still has some of
For the past 28 seasons, Duane Frens has been working with celery growers to get their crop to market and make their operations profitable. The road to the lush green fields started in Fremont, helping tend the family's fruit trees. After graduating from Michigan State, Duane spent 14 seasons in the cherry orchards of northern Lower Michigan before heading to Hudsonville and a career working with the state celery growers.
He was well recommended, and the fact that he had worked almost all of his professional life up until that time in a fruit cooperative and Cherry Growers Incorporated in Traverse City.
For 3 years, Duane learned the ropes, or stalks if you like, from Byron Carpenter, and in 1985 became the general manager of the Michigan Celery Promotion Cooperative.
He's been the manager for 25 years, and quite early in that 25 years, the number of growers began to decline from 45 or so when I retired, and they dropped to about less than a third of that. The production and the acreage went down, but not quite in that proportion. But it put him in a position, how do I keep this co-op going with less production and fewer fees that growers are paying to be in the co-op.
Today, MCPC grower members plant over 55% of the total celery acreage in Michigan, including celery for fresh market, processing, and juice. The largest portion of member celery is packed for the fresh market. MCPC markets about 2/3 of the fresh market celery produced in Michigan.
My primary function, of course, in the marketing season is to identify with the price committee what the market price is or should be to move the product that's available at the time. Celery is a perishable commodity. It isn't something like apples or onions that you can store for an extended time with the expectation that you'll get more for it. It very seldom would pay to store celery. So the idea is to find where the market price is and see if you can't move everything you can at that price at the time then.
Duane serves as Executive Secretary of Celery Research, Inc., helping to link research projects at Michigan State to priorities in the celery industry, and works closely with MSU Extension.
Duane has always been committed to both the individual grower and the industry as a whole. He's definitely promoted the celery industry and worked for the benefit of the cooperative members. He's always has been ready to assist with an extension project. If I had a group that needed to come in for a tour, if they wanted to learn something about celery marketing, celery production, Duane was always more than willing to take his time and to be part of that tour and show us the facilities at the cooperative, to talk about marketing, how celery is priced and moves and so forth.
He has not only been a valued employee to the celery co-op, but to the vegetable industry in general. He's worked hard at promoting our Michigan vegetable products, not only within the state, but also as he goes around to conventions like the PMA convention or the United Fresh Fruit and Vegetable Convention. And we have a booth which used to be called Michigan for Quality and had potatoes and onions and other commodities on there. And he would be the primary person that would host the booth at the shows, and so gave a lot of his time and effort to not only celery but other things also. Very easy to work with, cooperated well with all the growers and also our salespeople too. So it was a real pleasure for the last going on 28 years to have worked with Duane and got to know him. So I think on behalf of all of the members of the Michigan Celery Co-op especially, I'd like to thank him for his years of service, but also as a vegetable grower in Michigan, I'd like to give him a thanks for the things that he did that really weren't in his job description, things that would be promoting our products around the state and around the country.
For his efforts on behalf of the celery growers and agriculture in Michigan, Duane Frens receives the Michigan Vegetable Council 2009 Master Farmer Associate Award.